Hello students, I Sneha Sharma, your English teacher, welcomes you to your English 2 class. So today we are going to start chapter 5, The Little Boy's May Day Song. So it is about a little boy and his May Day song. So what do you understand by May Day? So let us first read. So, during summer, most of India eagerly awaits the rains and winter. So, as we know, summer is so hot in India. So, we eagerly wait for rains and winter. But imagine you lived in a place where the winter were long, cold, and grey. So, if you were to live in a very freezing land where there was long winters, okay, what would you do? Freezing winds blew, and when it was not snowing, driving rain fell. Okay, so freezing winds would blow. Then if there was not snowing, then there was that it would rain. Okay, would you not wait with bated breath for spring and summer? If you were in such cold place, you would wait for spring and summer, won't you? Yes, of course, because no one likes cold weather for a very long time. Since ancient times in Europe, May Day is celebrated to welcome summer. So, since ancient time in Europe, May Day is celebrated as to welcome summer. Okay, there are few pictures over here given. I will just read it for you. Maypole dancing is an essential English custom. You see, torches and bonfires take center stages during Walpurgisnacht in Germany. Then rallies inspired by old folklore are held in Scotland during Beltane festival. So these all are festivals to welcome spring and summer. Irmenden celebrations in Bulgaria. Okay, so let us now read this part. May Day celebration in India refers to something completely different. So in European countries, May Day is celebrated to welcome summer. But in our country, in India, why do we celebrate May Day? So we celebrate May Day is to observe that day as Labor Day. Okay, and 1st of May it is celebrated. So when was the first May Day was first celebrated? So it was first celebrated on 1st May 1923 in Madras, that is now presently called Chennai. Okay, so Labor Day in our country is known as May Day. Okay, so let us move on towards this chapter. Alright, now we will be first talking about the poet Eliza Lee Follen. She was born in the year 1787 and she died in the year 1860. Was an American writer, so she belonged to America and she was an American writer. Okay, editor and activist. Okay, her works, mostly poems and instructional books, are marked by her promotion of virtue and religious piety. So religious piety over here means religious devotion towards going to the church or temple. All these kinds of books she wrote. Okay, her most important part was virtue, and she wrote mostly poems. Okay, so here is a poem written by her. Let us read stanza by stanza. The flowers are blooming everywhere. Okay, on every hill and dale. So flowers are blooming, like the flowers are growing everywhere. They were blooming everywhere. Okay, so on every hill that is mountainous area, and dell, what is a dell? A small valley with grass and trees. So over the hills and valleys, and oh, how beautiful they are. So how beautiful they look, those blooming flowers. How sweetly do they smell. So they look so beautiful and they smell too sweet. So what smells sweet? The blooming flowers. Okay, the little brooks, they dance along. So the little brook is a small stream. Okay, brook is a small stream, choti nadi, you can say it in Hindi, a small stream. Okay, they also dance along with the flower, and look so glad and gay. They also look so happy and so much in pleasure. Okay. I love to hear their pleasant song. I feel as glad as they. So the song of the nature, the beauty of the nature is so pleasant to hear that it feels so happy to hear them. Okay. This was the second stanza. Now moving on towards the third stanza. The young lambs bleat and frisk about. Frisk over here means jump about. Okay. Like run and jump playfully. The bees hum round their hive. So the bees, what does the bees do? They hum around the hive. Hive is a place where the bees live. The butterflies are coming out. So butterflies also fly here and there. This good to be alive. So all these beauty of nature feels so alive. Okay, it pleasants the mood and it looks so beautiful. Okay, so we have already discussed the 3 stanzas. Here I have written a short summary of those 3 stanzas. Okay, let me read it. In the first stanza, the flowers bloom everywhere over the hills and valleys. The scenery of these blooming flowers are so beautiful and these flowers smell so sweet. So this was for the first stanza. Now for the second stanza, the small stream dance and looks so happy and cheerful. This song of nature is so pleasant that the poet feels very glad. Glad over here, happy. Okay. In the third stanza, the lambs bleat. Bleat is a sound that the lambs make. Okay. The lambs bleat and jump about here and there. The bees humming around their hives. The butterfly flying away. All these look so beautiful and alive. So all these beauty of this nature looks so beautiful and so alive. So as you can see in the picture, the lambs, they bleat and they jump about here and there. The bees are around the hives. Some bees are over here near the flowers. The butterflies are also out. So everything looks so beautiful. So in the next video, we will be discussing the next 4 stanzas, okay, of this poem. So this was all for today's class. Thank you.